is up ahead. Don't wanna leave the desert yet. I pack my bags, I've placed my bets, and I know I've made it when the mountains turn red. Sunlight burns my eyes, elevation makes my lips dry, and if I drive straight through the night, I might just make it to tell you right. And time stands still on the road. I'm stuck in between young and old. And even when I miss you the most, I'll never go back to the coast. Heard you already settled down, a 9 to 5 in a little beach town. Oh, what's it like to play another round of house so soon after ours burnt down? Keep my life at a fast pace now, I might be running myself into the ground. Oh, some call it lost, some call it found, but my loneliness makes me proud. And time stands still on the road. I'm stuck in between young and old. And even when I miss you the most, I'll never go back to the coast. I'll never go back, I'll never go back. I'll never go back, I'll never go back, yeah. I'll never go back, I'll never go back. I'll never go back, I'll never go back. And time stands still on the road. I'm stuck in between young and old. And even when I miss you the most, I'll never go back to the coast.
91.1 The Globe. That was Telluride. I'm Eduardo, and I have Taylor Ray live here in the studio. Taylor, it's awesome to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me.
Of course, Taylor. Taylor, this is actually not your first time in the Globe studios, but it is your first time on our Globe Music Presents. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
So you're getting ready to head down to Texas for a few shows in December in support of your latest album, The Void. What are you most looking forward to about that?
I am opening up for an artist named Mark Broussard, who I'm a huge fan of. I've been listening to him for so long, and we're just playing some really great rooms. I love opening up for other artists. It's just always such an inspiring experience, and the rooms that we're playing just make it better. And what's even cooler is the Austin show. Austin is where I live, and it landed on my birthday, and we're playing at my dream venue in Austin, which is the Paramount Theater. So it's I think going to be the highlight of my year.
Oh my goodness, that is awesome.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Congrats on that.
Thank you.
And Taylor, well, one thing I love to learn about artists is, how they got into music, because my career doesn't get farther than the shower, if I'm going to be honest with you. How did you start your career?
It wasn't really too much of a conscious decision. It was always a part of who I am, who I was. There was never a moment where I was like, what do I want to be when I grow up? It was kind of just I am a singer, and that's what I do. That's what I'm going to do. And then when I started writing songs, everything really just started to click that way. And I remember going to see an artist named Jewel perform, and it was just her and her guitar on stage for 2.5 hours.
Ooh, okay.
Just playing all original music, and I was like, that's what I want to do. So
that is
here we
awesome.
are.
So Taylor, on your website you say, quote, the past 4 years have been a trying time with constant change. Tell me more about that. That's focusing on your latest album, and what does that mean for you, and how does that affect your writing for the music?
Yeah, well, I think the experience is similar to a lot of other people in that when COVID hit, it kind of just flipped everything upside down. And so it just changed the way so many systems operate, so many, and especially in this career, how things work. We were not able to play shows.
Yeah.
I had a lot more time to write, a lot more time to think about recording and records and all of that. So for me, it's really been an up and down journey, just trying and failing and then succeeding at some things. And it's all been like a big learning experience. But this record called The Void is very much that. It's like, it's been a period of my life where there's just been a lot of self-reflection, a lot of dark moments, a lot of tragedy, but also I think I've gained a lot of independence from all of that as well, and that change. So
That's awesome, Taylor. And talk to me a little bit about your song Cologne. Tell me a little bit about that song.
Yeah, so Cologne, I would say, is probably the most lighthearted one on the album, which I
Okay.
feel like the album definitely needed. And this one is about scent memory. It's about some people feel that it's about long distance relationships. In this case, for me, I was inspired by this experience where I and this person I was on a date with just so happened to be wearing the same scent, which is like a amber oil scent. And I was like, well, that's funny. And that's a weird way to be compatible with somebody. But I went home and wrote the song. So
Understood.
I'll go ahead and
Well,
play that.
how about let's get into that second song, Cologne by Taylor Ray.
I wear your cologne when I'm feeling alone. Dress up in your clothes and dance to your favorite song. My friends are going out, but I think I'll stay home. So I can hear you say my name later over the phone. But I will never be satisfied. Can't do me wrong, can't do me right. Till you finally get me in your hands, there's nowhere else I belong. You don't like the game, but if you did, I'd play along. Don't like to keep me waiting, I'd wait all day long. And babe, you seem to know I need you most when you're gone. So I wear your cologne when I'm feeling alone. But I will never be satisfied. Can't do me wrong, can't do me right. Till you finally get me in your hands, there's nowhere else I belong. I wear your cologne when I'm feeling alone. Oh, I wear your cologne when I'm feeling alone. Oh, I wear your cologne when I'm feeling alone. I wear your cologne when I'm feeling alone.
That was Cologne by Taylor Ray. I'm Eduardo. live with Taylor Ray in the Globe Studios. Taylor, one of my personal favorites from the album, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
Taylor, so this isn't the first time you've been at the Globe Studios. You were here 3 years ago with Dante live on our airwaves.
Yep.
And also you were here to speak with our friend Tyson. And I was listening to that interview and learned that you write a lot of songs, as an artist does, of course, but would later on go to record them, sometimes years later. Are there any songs on this album, The Void, that you wrote like years ago and are currently barely recording them, or are they all very recent?
There's actually one that I wrote when I was 19 years old on this record that didn't make the first record for whatever reason. I don't even think I considered it for the first record. I don't really know why.
Okay.
And as a songwriter, you know, it's like you are always most obsessed with your most recent songs and you think those are your best ones. And so many times talking to my friends and the producer of The Void, I was like, I really want to cut the song High. I just feel like it's old. It's not relevant. I wrote it when I was so young and everyone's like, that's my favorite one. So I'm like, okay, I kept it. And I'm really glad that I kept it. And now I've grown to love, especially this new version of it, this recording of it. But yeah, it is the one kind of outlier. The rest of those songs on The Void were all written after Mad 20s had come out.
Wow. Okay. And Taylor, as an independent artist, what's the reason you haven't gotten a label and stayed independent?
I am just a big believer in owning all of my music.
Yeah.
And so being independent has been a very conscious choice that I've made over the years. And it's how I plan on continuing my career in the future. I think for an artist, I've been told I'm very type A.
Ooh, okay.
In comparison to a lot of other artist types. And so not to say that I'm like a control freak, but I really I am very hands-on. I want to be involved in all of the decision making. I want to know where everything is going, where all of my songs are, you know, just the nitty gritty stuff. I want to be copied on every email. I don't want to be left in the dark on anything. So, I found that I am just more at peace when I'm kind of the owner and the manager of everything about the career.
That's awesome.
It's essentially like kind of a small business in this way, especially when you're doing it independently. You kind of have to wear a lot of hats, but I've found that I really enjoy doing that. So
Taylor, I think if I was an artist, I definitely would also be that type of way. I would love to be included in everything. But off of your latest album, we spent Telluride and Cologne, which, like I said, I love both of those songs. But on your website, you say that Maybe I'm the Villain is your favorite. Why do you say that?
Well, yeah, that one was a bit of an outlier as well, because when we recorded that, I had never played it live. Like I had just finished writing it before we went into the studio. So I had no preconceived notions of what I wanted it to sound like. I had never played it with my band. And so for me, it just felt like the freshest track of them all. And like I said earlier, just being an artist, that's kind of the songs that excite you the most are those brand new ones. And so I really like that one. Just has it really like showcases the rock side of my personality as well. And it was just a really fun one to record because we could like really let loose vocally and just with the like kind of distortion effects on all the instruments and the voice and everything. So yeah, it's just fun.
Awesome, Taylor. Well, we're gonna have one final song. It's Not Mine. What do you want to say about that song?
So this one was one of the first ones that I wrote for The Void, and I actually put out like an acoustic version of it way before the record came out. And this one I wrote, and it was it almost felt too personal to ever play it live. And I remember just kind of getting a wild hair on stage one night, just being like, all right, I'm going to try out a new one. And that ended up being the one that everyone related to the most, which is always funny as a songwriter, how that happens. And I just realized what I was going through was actually like a very common universal experience. And so this will always be close to my heart.
Awesome, Taylor. Well, thank you so much for being here in the Globe Studios. How about we kick off that last song? It's Not Mine. Taylor Ray here on 91.1 The Globe.
Thank you so much.
We were a mess in the making. I was never yours for the taking. You told me we were fine, I was shaking. You've always been good at faking. Never thought I'd be on this end. The way you sell your pretty lies like a new trend. Oh, you really had me going. And how do you sleep at night? Oh, that's right, you don't. And that's why I never try to rationalize. You call me crazy. I'm starting to think that's not me, that's not mine. Oh, it feels damn good to see the light. A memory vague, asleep at the wheel. It's hard to believe that it was all real. Some parts of me will never heal. And how do you sleep at night? Oh, that's right, you don't. And that's why I never try to rationalize. You call me crazy. I'm starting to think that's not me, that's not mine. Oh, it feels damn good to see the light. The only lies I told were to myself. To get what you want, you'd wreck my mental health. You broke all your own rules just to play me as a fool. Sometimes I wonder how long you would have gone doing me wrong. So how do you sleep at night, knowing that I'm alright? I survived, oh, and it feels damn good to see